Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be making an open-fronted bird box very similar to this, and this one is for the likes of robins and flycatchers. So basically in your packs you'll have a roof piece, a front, a base, two sides and a back. And to put it together, we have 20.5" nails. Tools we're going to need: hammer, nail punch, filler knife, sandpaper, glue, filler and a wet cloth. So our first job, we take the back piece and we look for number 1. So we'll look for one of the sides. There's number 1, and we have a location line there, so that's where we have the bottom piece, and that's what we do, we nail that there, so 1 goes to number 1. So we'll put that on its edge, and we just put a line of glue down the side, and then we pick 3 nails. 1, 2, 3, and we position it so that line marries up to the bottom. Put my glasses on. There we are. And then we just nail the first one. The top piece. Middle one. And what we'll do, we'll put the other side on before we punch the nails in, because it's still a little bit awkward to hold. So we line number 2 to number 2. Yep, and there's our pencil mark to get the position right. So we'll just put a line of glue down. Three nails. Yep, pencil mark. And the end one. And the middle. Once we're happy with that, we punch the nails just slightly under. And then wipe off the excess glue. That's the sides on. Now the next stage is, if we have a look at the base piece, we have 3, 4, and that matches to 3 and 4. So that would sit in there, and that will nail exactly the same, and we line it up to the locating lines. But first of all, we put some glue on the 3 edges. Pop it in position. And just once we're happy, put a nail in. There we go. double check we lined up with we're nice and straight with the line. Put the next one in. Turn it over. All nice and level. Once we're happy with that position, punch them in. Turn over. Wipe off the excess glue. Two pieces to go. So we have the front piece. Now the front piece has a hole in the bottom, so that's why it's important to locate the numbers, number 5 to number 5, and that'll sit on the top there. And nail 5 nails in there, so we'll put a bit of glue underneath. That's it. Sit it on, so we get five nails. Line it up with the edge, and so it's flush with the bottom. Nice and flush there. Side. Don't forget that bottom one. Punch them under. Make sure we get all that glue off. Now the last job is the roof piece. Now the roof piece has a little bevel on, so the bevel goes to the top. So ideally it'll sit nice and neat with a bevel there. And you notice there's 4 nails, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll nail into the side there. So before we nail it, we'll put a little bit of glue down each edge. And this can be quite tricky, this bit, so we'll just have to do our best to hold it. It can be a little bit tricky. So I would suggest putting the top one in first, nearer to the side. And the opposite side. On the diagonal, and that will hold everything in place. And be very careful not to catch your fingers, because it can be awkward. That piece can be awkward. Punch them in. Excess glue. And then all we need to do is get our filler and go fill in the nail holes. Go all the way around the nail holes. Give it a couple of hours and then take all the sharp edges off. All the very sharp edges off, so no splinters. And then you can paint it to the colour, or you can stain it wherever you like, and that will go on a tray or a wall, and the robins and the flycatchers can come in and out there. Okay, thank you. Bye now.